Hey everyone, what's going on? What's going on? Let me make sure that I got everybody set up on Facebook. Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. All the platforms rolling. Let me make sure that we got the privacy settings all set up. Jump on. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. This was my before you go to bed segment. Good evening, everyone. It's happy April 1st, Monday, April 1st. I am doing the before you go to bed segment live. I have been. It was requested by several people, and the reason for the before you go to bed segment was always to kind of get us in a moment, in a mood of before we go to bed, kind of settling ourselves down. A lot of us have a difficult time sleeping, and so I decided to start. I would write it, and I think people kind of liked what I was doing, the meditation before we went to sleep, and so this is why I'm doing this. I'm going to test drive it and see how who likes it, how it works out, if it's better me talking about it or if it's better me writing it. It doesn't matter. I am here to to serve, and I love talking to you guys. And if it's something that I can say or infuse into your life and we can just residually share it to our sphere of influence, I'm in on it. Okay, so again, the reason for this is to kind of help us to sleep better, teach us how to release things before we go to before we get into bed, give us some skill sets and some things that we can do before we go to bed so that we can sleep better, because we understand that when we don't sleep, we wake up and we're less productive. That's the least I can say. Most of us are pretty grouchy if we don't get that sleep. Okay, so first thing I want to do is as we look over the day, and I thank you for jumping in. I'm kind of waiting for people that, especially the people that asked me. Please let me know. Hit me in the comments. Let me know you're here, so we can rock this thing. And I don't want to rock too much. I don't want y'all to get too hyped, but I do want to say what things that you look over your day. Hey Helen, good reminder to practice sleep hygiene. Yes, exactly, sleep hygiene. I like that, Helen. Hey Michelle, hey, you're welcome. So the very first thing is I want us to look over our day and what things that we accomplished that we're really proud of today. Those things that we're grateful for, thankful for, and appreciative of. I'm huge on the appreciation and gratitude thing because it absolutely works. As I look over my day, I'm super thankful for my workouts. I'm super thankful for the energy that I had with my clients, the energy and effort my clients gave to me. I never take that for granted. I love the fact that the sun came out eventually, but I was good with the clouds in the morning. As I move through my day, I appreciate the opportunities that come to me. I appreciate that these my lives are received well. And I could continue to go on. I appreciate the people in my space that spoke life into me, that would encourage me by, it could be simply a hug. They may not have intentionally said anything, oh, I'm going to encourage Shay, but the idea that, hey, Shay, you're a beast with those workouts, or Shay, you did this with your workouts. And it's all those things. So I love it. What do you guys have? What do you guys have? I want you to just kind of quietly look over your day, speak out loud what you are thankful, grateful, and appreciative of. Speak out loud what you're thankful, grateful, and appreciative of. To yourself, not in here. What you got? So that's one part. Also, my intention is not to keep you very long on here at night, okay? The other thing is to, who do you appreciate? Some of you have spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends around, you have children. You have students at school, you have coworkers, and speaking specifically, I want to talk about your intimate, your personal life. Really looking at the things that your maybe your kids did, or maybe your partner did, your significant other did, that you appreciated today. And I guarantee you, there's more than just one thing that they did. If we start paying attention to it and speak that out loud. I really love that. He this is sounds very sexist, but he put the gas in my car today. He always does that, but I really want to start appreciating those things. I appreciate her presence. I appreciate a space that my children can come and say what's going on with them. And appreciating that little Michael said this to me, or this was really cute to me. We want to, at the end of the day, want to appreciate those things and those people who truly matter, who really did make a difference. It could have been a stranger, but you want to learn how to speak these things before you go to bed. Because what happens is that we marinate on all the things that maybe didn't go right. And so we go to bed with all that weight on our shoulders, right? All right. How we doing? How we doing so far with that? How are we doing? So the first thing is appreciating the things that you accomplished today, how productive you were today, and celebrating yourself for that. The second thing is the people you appreciate. Okay, we want to say that. And here is the biggest thing, I think, is, hey, Helen, it's easy to overlook things if you don't intentionally name it. Absolutely. That's exactly why I want to say thank you, Helen. That's why I want you to say it out loud or write it down. When you start realizing, intentionally looking for things to appreciate about the people around you. And I'm going to say this, in the spiritual or religious worlds, we see the divinity in the person around us, which we probably never even think of. We always talk about God is within us, or the source is within us, and what have you, but we never really practice looking for it. And it looks like the little things that people do around us on a daily basis that we never ever acknowledge, unless they unfortunately pass on or what have you. And then we always lament that situation. But I'm saying on a daily basis, realizing that the people around you, your children, they bring so much joy. If you're looking for it, you have to look for it. We look for things when they're doing something wrong, and we're quick to say what someone is doing wrong. But we're not as quick to say how much you appreciate them. And I don't care how many times you have to say it during the day, to speak appreciation. Hey, Sherry, to speak appreciation to people is major, especially to our guys. And that's just for everybody. I say this to all my friends, that adults, we don't get enough encouragement at all. They just figure we making it. And most of us are strong and we don't say it. But we don't get enough encouragement, and it's not even encouragement when people are actually doing great things around you and you speaking it. To me, that's just appreciating them for who they are, and they could be doing great things all day. So the third thing is the second thing was, who do you appreciate, and speaking it out loud. Hey, Yvonne, what's you on, Reverend Doctor? I'm gonna go over it again. The first thing was looking over your day and what do you appreciate, what you're thankful for and grateful for. The second thing is, who do you appreciate? Those around you, speaking it. It could be your spouse, your sister, your coworker, what have you. Speaking the appreciation and gratitude for them and what they just did. I mean, be detailed about it, because don't just say my family, because it doesn't give it any teeth. But when you start saying they specifically did this today, or they did that day, then you start creating habits that you start appreciating. You truly see the divinity in the people. I know I sound a little woo-woo, but I'm telling you, the love, when you look at people, when you see what they really do, it's amazing. It's amazing, really. So here we go. The third thing, this is a big one. This one is, what things do you need to forgive yourself for today? What things? I could say, oh, I should have done my budget today. I forgive myself for not doing my budget. There could be other things surrounding that. Sometimes we don't do things because we're procrastinating, or that always has been a trigger for some things. There could always be, hey, hey, Joseph, it could always be, hey, what's going on, Carrie? What's going on, Bianca? What's going on, all my good people? What's on, Crystal? It could be when you're talking about forgiving yourself before you go to sleep. You want to release yourself from things that you are beating yourself up. It could be overtly or subconsciously. You kind of like, I should have done better with that. And we don't know how to release. So I want us to learn how to release these things. So I'm saying to myself, forgive me, God. I should have done better in answering my mother and being more patient with my mother, when she calls. I forgive me, God. I should forgive myself for not knowing that. I'm beating myself up because I should have known it, but I didn't know it. And so I'm teaching myself how to release those things and they pile up. If we don't release them, they pile up. And that's, of course, that's part of the ego too. My ego will have me thinking I'm supposed to be perfect. And so me speaking it out loud allows me to allow spirit to help me, if anything, sleep, but to not pile up things that doesn't even matter. I'm going to get it right. Listen, I know who I am. I'm going to get it. And so I have to do that. So the fourth thing is, the third thing is, what do I need to forgive? Forgiving myself for, and it could be nothing. You may not have anything. Or maybe you were short with one of the kids, or maybe it could be anything, but you want to release yourself from that. And here's the second part of that. Who do I need to forgive? What people do I need to forgive? Yeah, that's a big one too. We go to bed mad as fire about some things, and we need to know when we start practicing gratitude and appreciation of people and seeing the divinity in people, and we start forgiving ourselves, and we hear ourselves how many things we having to forgive ourselves for, then it's easier to extend grace and forgiveness to someone else. Yeah, so Sosa says effective communication conversation is the soul's way of releasing life. Yes. We don't want these things to build up. I really want to, I think a lot of times we don't sleep because we let these things just keep going. We have, hey, Vet, how are you? Thank you for jumping on. So that's number 4. So part of forgiveness is, what do I need to release? That's the second part of it. Just, what do I need to release? And in that, there's a prayer that I say, and I want to share this with you. And it's all it is thank you, God. It could be source. For some of you, thank you, Jesus, whoever you want to thank, for understanding that I know you already have the solutions, the issue solved. And it simply says, thank you, God, for showing me that the issue is already solved. Now, that's a faith walk right there. That's I'm not just saying that because I'm just throwing it in the air. I really believe that. I know that everything always works out. And so if I have to tell myself that 5 times before I go to bed and then say the prayer, then I say it like that. God, I know you got this. I know you got this. I trust you. Then I walk in it. I trust you. That means I go to sleep like a baby. I also say many times, God, angels, ancestors, I need to sleep. Help me to sleep tonight. I'm being very open with you guys about how I move through this thing. Because sometimes, since I'm here by myself a lot, I have learned how to do these things, practicing what I say I practice. And that way I can easily show other people how to do it, because I do it all the time. All right. Does that help anybody? I so wish I lived. Thank you, Bianca. Thank you. So that's the kind of stuff I will say. And so as I get into, we're going to do breathing, and then I'm going to let you go. One of the things that I want you to get used to is speaking prayers or blessings. I don't want you guys to get caught up in the language. I can use prayers. I'm bilingual when it comes to spirituality. Trust me. Speaking blessings over ourselves, speaking blessings over our kids, our spouses, right here, face to face. We like to say, I pray for them every day, but do you ever ask them what they want, and then be gutsy enough and courageous enough to pray? We don't have to have these eloquent prayers. We can just simply say, I speak love, light, and truth to guide you, protect you, and surround you at all times. I love you. That's it. Game changer. You just did it. I just said it. It wasn't an eloquent. It wasn't a big thing. It's just, I love you, and I'm going to speak these blessings for you. I want you to have a good night's sleep too. I appreciate you. I value you. I think you're amazing. I know I yelled at you today, but I still think you're amazing. Forgive me, love. Yeah. Crystal, yes, I need help sleeping. Yes, staying. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing this exactly, Chris, because a lot of people are having a hard time staying asleep. And so even if when you wake up, I want you to know how to go back to sleep. Sometimes, though, Spirit is trying to talk to you. So you may, and the only time Spirit can kind of get our attention is when we don't have nothing else to do, and we kind of sitting there like at night at 2, 3 in the morning, and we trying to figure out, I need to go back to sleep. This breathing technique will help you. So, Wanda, review my day and admit the misdeeds. Well, it's not. If someone is not is admitting your misdeeds, so Wanda, it is just forgiving yourself. Release yourself from it. Some stuff we keep marinating over and over again, and it's just a simple mistake that we'll do better the next day. My thing is the reason why I can say I forgive myself for certain things because I know I'm going to do better the next day, or at least practice. I'm not trying to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and keep apologizing for the same old things. I'm going to do better the next day because I desire that. And because I desire that, Spirit always helps me to do it. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer on some things. Other things, I just get it. But I practice all this stuff. I practice. I'm not great at it. Maybe better than some. I practice, though. My favorite word is I practice. I just want to be the best person I can be. And so I just so happen to think this is one of the ways. Spirit need to talk to me. Spirit needs to talk to you every day. Listen, Crystal, look all day, every day, all day. I'm always speaking to Spirit, always. Okay. So let's get into our breathing technique, and I'll let you go. Okay. And really, so find a comfortable position. Sitting. You may be lying down if you can see your screen. And what we're going to do is 5 breaths in, hold for 5 seconds, and 5 breaths out. And sometimes I say thank you, God, for everything that I have. I'm appreciating and where I'm going. I appreciate this moment, but where I'm going. So, and then we'll do that 5 times. And so if you're ready, let me see some hands. If you have thumbs up, let me see. First one up, I'll get started with that. As soon as I see one, somebody tell me that they are ready, and we'll rock it, and we'll get to sleep. I remember all the things that I told you today. Saying gratitude, your gratitude and appreciation, not only for other things, but for yourself too. Who do you appreciate around you? All right. There's Michelle, got you. What things do you need to forgive that you need to forgive for you, and other people that you need to forgive? All right, you ready? Okay, Reverend Doctor. Releasing everything to Source, to God. Thank you, God, for already giving me the solution for those things that I'm worried about right now. I give it over to you. See, you're speaking your words. Some of us are waiting for Spirit to jump in, and we haven't asked for Spirit to come in and help us at all. That's part of the issue. Help me. When you say help me, there's a humility that goes with that. There's a teachability. You understand it. There's a surrendering. I'm working on a thing, that this love piece, and it truly means me to give myself over. As in relationships, but really I was talking about God with this, and I said, well, I need to work. I like that, God, to give myself over. That takes a lot of courage and a lot of trust. I'm at that level. I'm at that point, though. Not that level, but I'm at that point that I've seen enough to know that the universe is real. God is real. And so we can rock this thing. So, all right, let's get it together. Here we go. I got already 2 people saying it, that they're ready. So let's take a deep breath in. As I'm going to count, 5 count. Okay, big deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. And exhale out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your body as you let it go. Here we go. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Oxygenating your brain. And release. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys are doing amazing. You're doing amazing. Here we go. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it at the top of your head. and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way out, all the way out. Exhale all the way out. Relaxing your body, releasing everything. Here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. And exhale out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're doing amazing. All the way out. All the way out. All the way out. All the way out. Excellent. Last one. Here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Exhale out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way out. All the way out. All the way out. All the way out. This helps us to relax. Also, as adults, we don't breathe deeply all the time. Maybe if you're doing yoga and stuff like that, we understand deep breathing. I do yoga and meditation. But we want to get in the practice of doing those breaths before we go to sleep. That will help you sleep. Sometimes you need to go to 10. Most of the time I'll go to 30 breaths, but before I get to 30, I'm usually asleep. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and you've asked God if God needs to tell you something and God is that answer, then it's probably you just kind of woke up, because that's just a pattern. Do your deep breathing and you'll go back to sleep. Okay. So that is all I have for you tonight. I'm trying to see how many nights we want to do this. And it's a little bit labor intensive for me to do it every night. So it won't be every night, but I can do it multiple nights. So sweet dreams. Again, may you be guided, protected, and surrounded by love, truth, and light. Sweet dreams, guys. Bye.